Good morning, this is Mrs. Puri from Science, and today's science activity is based on celebrating 100 years of discovery of insulin. Insulin was first discovered in 1921, but it wasn't purified by much later years. The first person who received the dose of insulin was called Leonard, and that's the reason why it's got here Leonard's 100-year celebration by Eli Lilly. It was a pharmaceutical company. This company was the company who took the project to purify this and distribute in United States when it was discovered first. What is diabetes? Now, many of you might have heard about diabetes or may suffer from it yourself. Diabetes is a condition where the blood glucose level remains too high, and the reason being that your pancreas doesn't produce enough insulin for your body to break down sugars. So the extra insulin that you need can come from something called insulin that can be injected in your body. The injected insulin will cause the liver to convert the glucose from the sweets and sugars into glycogen. Glycogen is then used and stored and released only when it's required. There are two types of diabetes, type 1 and type 2. Type 1 diabetes is caused by lack of insulin that can be produced by your body. This can be controlled by monitoring the diet, which means reducing the fats and sugar intake, and also by injecting insulin once or twice a day into the most muscular part of your body. That's normally your top of your arm or your thigh or into your stomach area. Type 2 diabetes is for a person who becomes resistant to insulin, and this can be controlled by diet as well as exercise. Here is a clip that was produced by Eli Lilly, which is a pharmaceutical industry, demonstrating the timeline of how the discovery of insulin took place. Tutors, please click on the link to play the video. Finally, here are some facts on diabetes. Over 420 million people in the world have some form of diabetes. The vast majority of diabetic are type 2, which is easier to work with and resolve. Type 1 diabetes is most common in younger people. Type 2 is preventable, like I said, so you can work on it. Cases of type 2 diabetes have doubled in America in the past 20 years. In the United Kingdom, it's estimated that 1 in 16 people has diabetes. There are 3.9 million people living with diabetes in the United Kingdom, and around 700 people a day are diagnosed with diabetes, which is equal to one person in every 2 minutes. So I hope you enjoyed this quick facts on diabetes, and celebrate with me for all the scientists and all the people's work that have been done 100 years ago, for which we are very thankful to them. If they haven't come up with the solution of this, then like I stated in the video, people who had diabetes would not have survived for weeks or even years and would have died from it. So thanks to all the scientists who work behind the scenes every day to save us our lives and discover new things for us. If you are diabetic, then you can prevent it by being careful with your diet and by making sure you do enough exercise to burn any extra carbohydrates, any sugars, anything in your body that you can work with. Take care. Bye.